Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play of Little Big Adventure 2, Twinsen's Odyssey. Last time we did a bunch of gambling. Found out from that guy that Gazo Gem comes from the island of the Francos. And we made enough money to pay the old guy down at the harbor to take us to Island CX. So great. We also won the grand jackpot at the Casino Gloom, which ended in 2 dead crocodiles. Because, I mean, seriously, they tried to attack the hero of Twinsen, and that's just a bad idea for everyone involved. Now this borough, it's your easy way to get lives on Otringal, so I'll probably be going back there frequently. Let's finally pay this guy and get going.
I'd like to get to Island CX. Can you take me there?
We've heard that before, so we don't need to hear it again.
It's okay.
I do know a Duru came back. These days, he sells souvenirs on Celebration Island. Maybe he might be able to take you to him. Ah, well, for you, it's a freebie. Welcome aboard Leontine, my cab.
I'm not sure why he says it's a freebie, because we still paid him his 100 Litos. But, alright, so instead of Island CX, we're going to Celebration Island. I guess this guy can tell us how he got there? I'm not sure how this is useful to us, Mr. Old Sea Captain. But here we are on Celebration Island. You may recognize this from the tourist information video we saw on our first trip to Zealish. There's lots of monks heading up the path there to go worship Dark Monk and celebrate.
That's it, my man. It's here. You'll find him easily. He sells souvenirs.
Great. But there are guards with spears here. That's weird. And where are you going? We are being left behind. Thanks, man. Alright, let's go find that guy.
But that's the Twinsenian who escaped. After him! Murderer!
Murderer? I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely didn't send at least 2 guys out an airlock and punch a bunch of others to death. That never happened, ever. Let's talk to these guys. Look, she's got like 2 little baby kangaroos. One in the backpack and one in the pouch. Cute.
Hello.
This temple is dedicated to Dark Monk. He's the god of the Zelicians and lives again. His Majesty promised to cancel Zelician curse during the cult's next ceremony.
Wow. The cult, huh? That already sounds a little suspicious.
Hello.
It's said the trail used to circle the cradle, and that folks came to gather crystals. Now the road's blocked, and only a fool or a hero would dare venture there.
I am both those things, but we really don't need to head that way for now. Best just to find our way to Island CX, talk to this guy about it. Oh, he's got a sweet stash, too. Oh, these mustachioed people.
Are you the one who went to Island CX and made it back alive?
Must be from November.
Yeah, it's me. Or what's left of me. What do you want?
What did you see over there?
What I saw there. A secret fortress, Governor. A fortress built by the Parliament, where some army shuttles shoot at everything that gets close. I don't know what they hide there, and I don't want to know.
How can I get there?
Are you kidding me? Nobody can get close. The only ones crazy enough to make a go at it are Rick's game. Rick, he's the owner of that bar by the harbor. But he's much more than that. He's in charge of the Otringal underworld. Go see him. Maybe he'll help you.
So, looks like that casino by the harbor does have a use for us. But first we should go in here. We should explore at least this bit of the island. A little creepy in here. We got a Wani we can talk to.
Hello.
This prophecy is so exciting. I can't stop reading it over and over. It makes me cry every single time.
pretty sure he said exciting, but that says enticing, but I won't hold it against him. Let's see what's so great about this prophecy.
In the beginning, the two mother planets, Zir, the sun, and Lish, the cold, met one another during the Oog, the great cataclysm. From this, Zealish was born. Life appeared, and the Brotherhood of the Gods sent their youngest son of the light, who was called Kard Nakam. Alas, some deleterious fumes emanating from the great sulfur mine disfigured him. His horribly mutilated face escaped the gods, and it was decided that Kard Nakam would have to forever hide his face and never again appear in front of the noble assembly. Condemned to roam the cosmos forever, Kard Nakam saw his name erased from the divine law. He who wanders without a face became then known as Dark Monk. Zealish was populated with 4 different races, condemned by the gods to fight each other forever. But, life being stronger, the Divine Brotherhood hurled Zealish into the first sun of the Nove system. This shock created the planet such as we know it, a blanket of clouds isolating the rocky summits from the melting ground.
This sounds pretty harsh. At the same time, I think we could use some more context to understand what was happening there.
Then Dark Monk came back and announced the latest verdict from the gods. The races were to fraternize and share the task of returning Zealish to its former beauty. He unveiled a great wonder. From the deadly cloud, hideous monsters were born and threatened to invade the planet. But, thanks to his key, Dark Monk also gave rise to a volcano, which erupted and sculpted in basalt a gigantic statue in his image, holding the stone book of the 10,000 names. At each ceremony, lightning would henceforth inscribe once more the name of God, Dark Monk. Before disappearing, Dark Monk broke his key into 4 pieces, and thus revealed the great prophecy. On the day when the 10,000th name of God is engraved, the reunion of the 4 fragments of the key will make the monsters and the gas disappear, and will give back to Zealish the heavenly appearance of its origin. Life will then be reborn as it was in the time of Eden.
Alright, so the 4 keys of the 4 Zealishian races. We did hear about that. I guess we should probably help them find it. Are we trying to prevent the ceremony? I don't really know. We don't know enough about it, really. It seems like a good thing. It seems like it will restore their land to what it should look like instead of this gray blob. But these statues are going to tell us about the races, so let's check out the musky bees.
Musky bee representative. The race of the musky bees lives in the Undergas. Their village is a magnificent cocoon anchored on the rocky tor which supports the island CX.
Well, then perhaps if our lead with Rick doesn't pan out, we can go to the Muscovies and see if they can let us into Island CX.
Wani representative. The race of the Wanis lives in the Undergas. They are the workers of the gem mine from which Gazogem is made. The mine is being run by the building company under imperial supervision.
Building company.
Sup representative. The Sups live in the upper city of Otringal. They are the planet's intellectual elite and always hold the highest positions.
So the nobility, essentially. Last but not least,
Franco representative. The Francos live on the island of the Francos. What a surprise. Which is enshrouded by the gas swarming with monsters. The Francos refine the gems extracted in the undergas and turn them into Gazogem, usable by all the vehicles of Zealish.
Now you'll notice that Twinsen isn't actually using the translator at this time. He just understands. And I remembered where they forced the translator upon you, actually. If you go to save Baldino and you don't have it, then when his buddy tries to talk, he will give it to you and say, "Oh, you'll understand him now." This is a different guy than who we've talked to before.
Hello?
The fare I am charging is 5 zalitos. Where would you like to go, sir?
This guy doesn't have a beard. But, okay, so we could go back to the island of Otringal and talk to Rick and see his gang and hope they can get us to Island CX. But that is our main goal. Our sub-goal is to get some Gazogem. And that does have something in it for us. Baldino said he'll update our jetpack. So I think we should go here first. And, presumably he can fix the ship, and then maybe he can take us to the Island CX. And we don't even have to bother with the underworld, because I'm hero of the planet. I don't want to do any shady business.
The island of the Francos.
Even though I've been gambling last episode. Haha, you can't catch me. So we'll see where the hot dog people live. Alright. They seemed very unconcerned about that monster. Owl thing? Never seen anything like this before.
Mini bitty, mini bitty.
Can't hurt it.
Mini bitty,
All it says
mini
is bitty bitty. Let's talk to this here. It's another dog, but it still has the same kind of face as a fishbowl, so maybe a fish poodle is a good name for this.
Hello?
Rackles. A bunch of rackles live in this village. Even the birds are stupid, especially this owl who came to roost here. He quietly took possession of this niche and now it's his home.
Yeah, what are the people doing? They, digging metal? That guy didn't give us any clues. Let's see what this guy might be doing. Maybe he'll tell us what's going on.
Hello?
I'm certain that our fragment's buried here. Obviously, it must be hidden under the grass. I mean, the Burgermaster couldn't have buried it under the rock. Am I right?
Sure. I wish I knew what you were talking about. It's a freaky monster.
Hello?
This Roger Lafontaine. He used to go pretty close to the gas. Could well be where he hid it, our fragment.
Perhaps this fragment is a fragment of the key the Dark Monk supposedly broke? We don't know yet.
Hello?
I dig here because it's just as good as somewhere else. Everybody, he digs. Why not me? Huh? And why not here? Huh?
Kinda sounds like Kermit the Frog. Hey, where'd that owl go? It's heading towards this house. Well, what is this house?
Roger de la Fontaine. Franco Burgermeister.
I don't really know what a Burgermeister is. But that guy over there mentioned it, and he had something to do with the fragment. But if he was close to the gas, maybe it's already fallen in. I do want to know where this thing's going, too. So it came to roost here. Yeah, it's heading down this way. It seems it's probably coming here.
You just found the Franco's Burgmaster's key.
Well, great. Good thing we searched his home. Creepy little mechanical bird. I wonder who created it. Who made this mechanical thing that can only walk to its home? Maybe Roger de la Fontaine did. Maybe.
Mini bitty, mini bitty.
Guess it just hangs out in front of its home. Ooh, a fat hot dog.
Hello?
I shouldn't say fat, but he's got a beer belly.
Roger de la Fontaine. He was my brother. He was the local Burgermaster, who was responsible for our fragment. Roger, he kept hiding the fragment somewhere without telling anyone until the accident. Pity, he was eaten by a monster from the gas.
And today, nobody knows where the heck the fragment is. That's why everyone is digging all over the place. But why didn't he leave any notes?
I don't think so. Anyhow, the closet that he had ornamented with little stuffed monsters from the gas, well, it is locked. Besides, I lost the key. Then
Then what? Well, we found something that called itself a key, though it kind of looks more like a baby soother. He doesn't seem to care. Let's see if we can open this up then.
It's locked.
Well, good thing we have the Franco Burgermaster's key. Meister?
You just found the Franco's Burgmaster's notes. They'll help you find the Franco's fragment.
Alright, apparently I need to look for the fragment. So let's see, what's the note say?
With my eyes focused on the center of the bazaar, my back is glued to a natural parasol where I'd love to take a nap, but I must keep a sportive mood. It seems there are enough light posts and arches in the village to count the correct number of steps. Once there, the fences to my left point in the wrong direction. It's on the other side, down in the basin near the gas, that my buried treasure lies.
Alright, gang, we have a mystery to solve. First, we have to figure out which one's the bazaar. I haven't actually gone in any of these buildings yet. But I know which one it is, so we're gonna go in here. And here we are. Let's talk to her. She's a very interesting style.
Hello?
since everyone started looking for our fragment, I've turned the bazaar into a treasure hunter shop. If you want to buy something from me, you just have to stand in front of it and do action.
Cannot buy the flowers. However, we can see that this pickaxe over here is a little lower resolution than the others. That means we can buy it. And we've got enough gold.
A pickaxe costs 20 zolitos.
Okay.
You just bought a pickaxe. Use it to dig or detach rocks and pieces of crystal.
Alright, and attack people? No. Unfortunately, since it is not in this upper tier, we cannot equip it to use with ult. So, it's only for digging. Now let's take a quick look at that note again.
With my eyes focused on the center of the...
So this is the bazaar. That tree over there could be a natural parasol. Now, lampposts and arches. I'm not entirely sure what they mean by arches. I'm gonna guess the doors. So, hopefully, you guys can figure that out from looking at this map, where we have to go. Because I already know. Haha! So we'll come to this natural parasol and stay in a sportive mood and go forward however many steps. Now those fences are all pointing towards that guy, but he said it was closer to the gas, so down here. And Twinsen does dig. So we found the right spot. Good for us.
You now own the Franco's key fragment.
Awesome. Let's go tell Roger's brother. Maybe he knows what to do with it. Because I don't really know. And the bird has started walking back again. It resets whenever you go inside and come back out.
I'm sure it's not even true.
What?
Hello?
Holy Santa Maria! Somebody really ought to find this fragment.
But I found it. You know, your fragment.
Yeah, sure, whatever. You're the 12th person to lay this on me. I didn't believe the first 11, so why should I believe you?
But it's right
I'm
here.
sure it's not even true.
I guess that means we get to keep it. Now, I recorded this before, And I ran into a glitch that I've never ever seen before. So I'm gonna save. Before we go... Yep. I was pretty disappointed. Oh man. Before we try going into this building. Huh. Because before I fell into an infinite loop of going in and going out, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. So I'm happy. Let's talk to these people. There's little babies in here. Adorable. Can't. Not letting me talk to her. Alright.
Hello?
I won't talk. My parents put me here to punish me because I lost the key to our house. It wasn't my fault. That thief of an owl took it from me. That filthy mechanical owl. And it's not a loser like you who's gonna help me.
I'm not a loser. But I did find out that the owl stole his keys. So that's your hint to go check his little hideout for the key to the Burgermaster's thing.
Hello?
Now I can talk to her.
Because of this lost fragment nonsense, everyone's looking for it, so they leave the little rugrats with me all day long. They just don't stop bawling. I'm gonna look for another job soon.
Okay. Now, you can be mean. This baby's naked. This is... Really, it's just cruel. But he's fine. See, he already went back to smiling. Oh, he fell down. And he's naked. He's so naked. So that's that. Well, we found the fragment here. We're still no Gazo Gem. No one seems to be selling it. Let's check out this colorful place. Oh, wow. That's a cool hat you have there, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, it's pretty serious, this here story. I'd better be found, this, fragment, 'cause no fragment, no ceremony, and no paradise. Bah, I don't even give a hoot. I got myself a vineyard. Come on, mister, just a snort.
Oh, what? Let's pretend that conversation never happened ever. Move on.
Hello?
You've gotta be crazy to believe all these stories of fragment hunting. Me, I think Roger lost it at home before getting eaten by the monster. What are you gonna do? At least it's good for business.
You've got one person in here. Like, just one in your entire establishment. Even Shea Luke had more. And that was a tiny town. Well, alright, this town isn't that big either. Now, you can't actually kill that monster from the gas. I mean, it was taking us a long time to try to kill the other one, but this one you can't hurt at all.
Mr. Kurtz, retired colonel, specializing in non-scientific sciences.
Non-scientific sciences.
Hello?
Taking the size of the island, its geological structure, and wind direction into account, I have concocted a potion which should allow me to precisely determine the location of the fragment. Unfortunately, I, lost the vial.
Huh. Can't tell him I have it either. All his plans were good. Alright. So this looks like a place where Gazajan would hang out. Oh, they can shoot me through the fence. I didn't expect that for some reason. So we're not getting through that gate. But Twinsen can jump. Well, he can jump. You see. Sometimes. So, good thing there's this little depression in the fence. And next time, we'll be checking out this building and looking for Gazogem. I'll see you then.